Steve Gamache with a Chef Knives to Go quick look product video, and this time we're looking at the Kitaoka left-handed single bevel blue number 2 Usaba 180mm knife. This line of knives has a coarse steel of Aogami or blue paper number 2 carbon, and the heat treat rating is about 63 to 64 Rockwell on these. The construction is an iron, soft iron cladding over the top of that coarse steel on the front side of the blade. You can see the coarse steel showing here at the line. It's very easy to tell on these blades. And so this has a main bevel here and then a front bevel on the knife as well over here. And the back side of the blade is the coarse steel only, and the back side's basically flat. It's got a slight concave grind to it known as urosuki, and that's there to prevent food from getting suctioned or sticking to the back as bad. And so to grind the back side of these blades when you're sharpening, you actually just lay it flat on the stone, and then you'll be hitting the top spine and the edge itself, and the middle will be untouched. And on the front side, you've got your single bevel. So this is a left-handed blade because as you hold the blade, the left side of the knife over here has the single bevel, and the right side has the flat or concave, basically flat concave style. So weight on the knife is 162 grams, and the blade length is 170 millimeters, a little under the advertised 180, and the overall length is 12.7 inches. The spine at the heel, as far as thickness goes up here, is about 3.8, and on this knife it kind of gradually tapers down a little bit, but holds quite a bit of that because this is a single bevel style knife, and you'll get an effect here as it comes off of that bevel. And let's see, the height on the blade is 45.8 approximately. These will vary a little bit by knife up here at the spine to tip. And the Lefty D-shaped handle is the style of handle on this, and it's just a basic hoe wood plastic ferrule. The price point on these knives, they help get to that price point by putting an inexpensive handle on it, but in practice it's no big deal. It's just a good basic handle, nothing fancy. The kanji is nicely chiseled on the front side, and then the back side has an embossed alternate kanji as well. And let's see, handle circumference, I put that on this one. It's a little bit under 3 inches, fits the blade nicely. Profile on this, some of the issues you may have with less expensive single bevels might be grind issues. This particular one does exhibit, get it to focus here, does exhibit a little bit of an overgrind here towards the back part of the knife. I don't know if you can kind of catch that, but when you sight down the blade, the back part of the edge here is a little bit in, and on a Usaba it's pretty nice. It's pretty helpful to have a really flat edge. I mean, dead on flat. So this could probably use a little bit of work. You may encounter that with some of these less expensive single bevels, where when you start working on the blade road, you'll find some imperfections that you'll have to kind of smooth out with grinding some metal away to take out the high spots or get down to the low spots as well. But these are very, very sharp out of the box. They do put a small secondary bevel on top of the main primary bevel, if I can pick that up with the light. The backside looks to be ground flat, as it should be. So there you have a balance point on this one, is right about there on the knife. And it's actually a little bit taller towards the front of the blade than the back of the blade. So it's a little higher than that indicated amount. So good fit and finish on the blade. It's got a nicely relieved choil area and spine, so it's comfortable. And I have not actually used this one, but there you have a unusual find, which is a left-handed Usaba. The Kitaoka Lefty single bevel blue number 2 Usaba 180mm knife.